Hey everyone, Elizabeth here. The Last Laugh delivers stories that leave you speechless. If you're here for it, hit subscribe and let's go. The email arrived on a Tuesday morning while I was reviewing quarterly reports for my portfolio companies. Subject: Marcus Chen's VP Promotion Celebration Family Update. I opened it, already knowing what it would say. Dear Sarah, we're thrilled to announce Marcus has been promoted to Vice President of Strategic Acquisitions at Hartman & Associates. There will be a celebration dinner this Saturday at the Metropolitan Club. Professional attire required. The guest list includes Marcus's managing director, several board members, and key clients. Given the formal nature of the event and the professional caliber of attendees, perhaps it's best you celebrate separately with Marcus another time. We'll send you photos, Mom and Dad. I set my phone down and returned to the acquisition proposal in front of me. A $340 million merger that needed my approval by end of week. 20 minutes later, my sister Emily's text arrived. Emily, just so you know, his managing director will be there and clients who've closed $200 million deals. It's really not your scene. Emily, no offense, but you'd feel out of place. These are serious business people. I typed back 3 words. Me understood. My assistant knocked on my office door. Miss Chin, your 10 a.m. is here. The CEO of Hartman & Associates. I smiled. Send him in. My brother Marcus is the family success story. Harvard MBA, 6-figure salary at 28. Corner office at Hartman & Associates, one of the most prestigious investment firms in the city. I'm the family. Embarrassment. Started 12 years ago when I dropped out of college my junior year. Dad stopped speaking to me for 6 months. Mom cried every Sunday dinner about her daughter who gave up. Sarah had so much potential, she'd say to relatives. Now she's just adrift. I wasn't adrift. I was building. While my classmates finished their degrees, I was coding 18 hours a day in my apartment. I'd identified a gap in financial services technology, a platform that could automate portfolio rebalancing for institutional investors. The existing solutions were clunky, expensive, inefficient. I built something better. By the time my former classmates graduated, my software had been acquired by a private equity firm for $47 million. I was 21 years old. I didn't tell my family. They were still lecturing me about getting my life together and going back to school. I let them believe I was doing freelance web design from my apartment. It was easier that way. The acquisition money became seed capital. I spent the next 5 years quietly building a portfolio. Early-stage investments in fintech companies, a few real estate holdings, strategic positions in established firms that were undervalued. One of those investments was Hartman & Associates. They needed capital for expansion. Their founder, Richard Hartman, was brilliant but cash-strapped. I offered $180 million through a holding company structured as a silent partnership. In exchange, I received 81% of voting shares in a board seat I never publicly claimed. Richard knew who I was. His executive team knew. The board knew. My family had no idea their unemployed daughter controlled the firm where Marcus worked. Marcus joined Hartman 3 years ago. He'd call Mom after every achievement. I closed a $30 million deal today. The managing director complimented my presentation. I'm being considered for VP. Dad would beam with pride. Finally, someone in this family understands what success means. Mom would sigh. If only Sarah had your drive, Marcus. I'd sit quietly at family dinners listening to them celebrate my brother's career at my own company and say nothing but because I'd learned something valuable. People reveal who they are when they think you have nothing. Every dismissive comment, every comparison, every time they chose not to invite me because I'd lower the standard. I wasn't hurt. I was taking notes. The morning after I received Marcus's party invitation, I had breakfast with Richard Hartman at his club. Your brother's promotion, Richard said, stirring his coffee. Are you attending? I wasn't invited, I said. Apparently, I'd lower the professional standard, Richard winced. Sarah, I'm sorry. If I'd known. It's fine, I interrupted. How's the expansion into European markets? We spent 90 minutes discussing strategy. Hartman and Associates was thriving. My investment had allowed them to triple their client base, open offices in London and Frankfurt, and recruit top talent. Marcus's promotion to VP was part of that growth. He was actually good at his job. I'd reviewed his deal files. He had strong client relationships and solid instincts for acquisitions. He just had no idea who'd funded the expansion that created his position. The promotion celebration, Richard said as we finished. I'm expected to give a toast. It feels dishonest not to acknowledge your role in the firm's success. Don't, I said. Not yet.